Hello and welcome to a special episode of a Cardfight Vanguard update. This one isn't the weekly update, but it's to show some of the cards that were revealed during the time that I was away. So it won't be cards for this week's weekly update, but it'll be everything between Friday and the last Friday where I made a video. So to start off, I will go through the cards shown, but first I want to go over the imaginary gift news. Now we've been shown which clans will get what kind of imaginary gift. This will only be for the first 14 clans to come out so far. Oracle Think Tank, Mega Colony, Grand Blue, and Dark Irregulars will all be getting Protect. This makes a lot of sense for Oracle Think Tank, being a very defensive deck. Grand Blue and Dark Irregulars are known for losing their perfect guards in the drop zone and soul, so giving them an extra chance to get more defense will be perfect. And Mega Colony could have fallen into any of the categories, but deep down they are a pretty defensive deck, with stopping your opponent from attacking with units, so they do tend to fit under the defensive category. Royal Paladin, Kagero, Spike Brothers, Dimension Police, and Shadow Paladin will all have the Force gift. Royals could have been Force or Accel really, but this changes them from swarming the field into calling new units with huge power. Kagero, Dimension Police, and Shadow Paladin will all benefit from putting their gift on their Vanguard circle. Kagero, with its restanding of the Vanguard, will allow things like Dragonic Overlord to more likely hit, allowing him to stand. And Dimension Police will likely continue its trend of gaining certain benefits when the Vanguard has reached a certain power level, and Shadow Paladins like to gain criticals, so this will increase the pressure on your opponent. Spikes, like Royals, will mostly be giving the gift to the rearguards. With their barrage of rearguard attacks, those big win or lose turns Spikes are known for are likely to go in the favour of winning a lot more. As for Accel, this will be given to Nova Grappler, Tachikaze, Murakumo, Aquaforce, and Pale Moon. If Novas get many more stand all your rearguard abilities, then them having Accel is going to be incredible, with the amount of attacks they could get in a turn. Tachikaze should be able to meet their conditions of sacrificing an X amount of rearguards thanks to this, and this also leads to more attacks thanks to being able to revive what they've retired. Murakumo will have more room to place their clones and don't need to leave so many of their original circles empty. Similarly, Pale Moon will also have more spaces to superior call from the soul. Lastly, Aquaforce are going to have a very good time getting the amount of attacks they need to achieve their conditions with the extra circles. And finally, getting into the revealed cards, a lot of people have been waiting to see it, and we finally have the new Dragonic Overlord. The first skill is Act Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle once per turn, cost Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets plus 10,000 power until the end of turn. This combined with the Force gift is going to be fantastic for its second effect of Auto Vanguard Circle once per turn. When its attack hits, cost counter plus 1 and discard 2 cards from your hand. Stun this card, and it gets drive -1 until the end of turn. This is a nice opposite to the Alfred Early card, as Alfred Early gets less Vanguard attacks, but does get you more cards, whereas Dragonic Overlord sacrifices defense for offense. This is very powerful for a trial deck card, but I don't think it's too powerful, as with the shield increase, you can have an okay time with blocking the first attack. If you want to increase the pressure of Dragonic Overlord, you can ride him on top of Prowling Dragon Striken. Striken can't attack on Vanguard Circle, but it has auto when ridden by a grade 3, cost counter plus 1, draw a card, and one of your Vanguards gets power plus 5,000 and critical plus 1 until the end of turn. You get back the lost trigger check with the draw, and your Dragonic Overlord could get plus 25,000 power and plus 1 critical on the first turn you ride a grade 3. Some of the start deck cards got their effects changed in the trial deck and booster set versions. An example of this is Dragon Armored Knight. His new skill is Auto Rearguard Circle. When it attacks Vanguard, if the number of opponent's rearguards is 3 or less, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of the battle. This kind of condition may be a bit harder against Accel clans, but hopefully we'll be seeing plenty of retiring from Kagero. Another card that gets its skill changed in the trial deck is Dragon Knight Nehalem. His skill is Auto Rearguard Circle. When it is placed, cost counter blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rearguards in the back row, retire it, and this unit gets plus 5,000 power until the end of turn. You may want to attack rearguards with Dragonic Overlord's first attack, so the back row rearguards are going to be harder to deal with, which luckily Nehalem sorts out for you, and luckily it is only a counterblast of 1. Unlike the previous version, which was a heavy counterblast 2. Dragon Monk Gojo still has the same ability of Auto Rearguard Circle when boosting. If you have more rearguards than your opponent, the boosted unit gets plus 3,000 power until the end of the turn. But he now has a base power of 8,000 instead of 7,000. A pretty interesting grade 3 is Vortex Dragon. It doesn't have the imaginary gift symbol, showing us that only select cards will get it, which may help with balancing in the future. However, you can still get gifts from other grade 3s and then ride this card. The first skill of this card is Act Vanguard Circle once per turn, cost Counterblast 2. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. If the number of cards in your damage zone is 5, discard all cards from your hand and retire all of your opponent's rear guards. This is pretty impressive. If you're at 5 damage and combined with its second skill of Auto Vanguard Circle, Rear Guard Circle, when your opponent's rear guard is retired during your turn, this unit gets power plus 5000 until the end of the turn. This is truly sacrificing defense for offense. Also, if you don't have any cards in hand, you don't need to discard anything. Why the lack of imaginary gift doesn't hurt you too much is you don't really want this card until late game anyway, thanks to its first skill. So you can focus on stacking force cards on your Vanguard Circle and Rear Guard Circles, then ride this card and get immense power. This will be even better if we get rear guards who gain power from cards being retired too, something we may see from the new Joker. Lastly for Kagero, we have Spillover Dragon. This is a grade 2 and has auto rearguard circle at the end of the battle that this unit was boosted and attacked Vanguard, cost Counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul. Choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rearguards and retire it. As well as nicely being able to retire most things, this also fills the soul in hopes that Dragonic Overlord won't run out of his power-up skill. For a common, this is a great little card. Onto Royal Paladin, we have High Dog Breeder Akane. She's the first RRR from the booster set that we've seen. Her first skill is Auto Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle. When this unit is placed, cost Counterblast 1. Search your deck for up to 1 Pongle, call it to Rearguard Circle and shuffle your deck. So the call is more specific now, but cheaper. Though now she has the second skill of Continuous Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle. During the battle that this unit was boosted by a High Beast, this unit gets 3000 power. This is very easy to accomplish, as Pongle is a High Beast and you could just call it behind her. Akane doesn't seem overly impressive for a RRR, but the call is cheap, and we will most likely be seeing more cards from Royal Paladin that gain buffs from having full fields. So this will achieve those conditions too. Also, Pongle is a grade 1 who has Auto Rearguard Circle. When this unit is placed, if you have another unit in the same column as this unit, Soul Charge 1. If the Soul Charge card trigger unit, this unit gets plus 5000 power until the end of the turn. Pongle is guaranteed to be able to Soul Charge with you having a Vanguard. If Soul becomes overly important for Royals, Akane is going to be a lot better with being able to search your deck for the Pongle for the easy Soul Charge. The Soul will probably be useful for when Soul Saver comes, and with Pongle being here, it is likely we'll see Soul Saver in this set too. For cards that use Soul, we have Knight of Rose Morgana. She's a grade 1 with Auto Rearguard Circle. When it attacks, costs Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets plus 3000 power until the end of the battle for each grade of your Vanguard. So as long as you have a grade 3 Vanguard, this unit will gain 9000 power on attack. 17,000 power for a grade 1 is pretty impressive, and so long as you don't need the soul too much for other units, this is definitely going to be the unit who's eating away at your soul for huge power. Mirubiru has taken Wingull's start deck skill of Continuous Rearguard Circle. If it is in the same column as your Vanguard, this unit gets plus 5000 power. And Mirubiru only has 7000 power, but with Dragonic Overlord being so powerful for a cost, it is nice that Royal Paladin have a smaller power, but free and more consistent. Wingull has been upped to 8000 power, and the skill has been changed to Continuous Rearguard Circle. During your turn, all of your Blast Blade in the same column as this unit get plus 5000 power. With Blast Blade having 10,000 power base, this puts the power up to 23,000 with Wingull boosting. Your opponent is going to need 15,000 shield just to guard it without any other power-ups, which is excellent for a rearguard column. Little Sage Marin is a RR with Auto Rearguard Circle once per turn. When your other rearguard is placed in the same column as this unit, cost Counterblast 1, draw a card. And this unit gets power plus 3000 until the end of turn. This is a fantastic skill for a grade 1 and amazing defense. If consistent countercharging comes, this is going to be incredibly strong. If we get more powerful back row units like this, Nehalem's usefulness is definitely going to grow. Then we have another nice grade 1 with Knight Squire Allen. He has Auto Rearguard Circle. When placed, cost Counterblast 1, call up to 1 card with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your hand to Rearguard Circle. If you called, draw a card, and this unit gets power plus 3000 till the end of turn. It does seem Royal Paladin is focusing more on refreshing the hand rather than superior calling from deck, which begs the question with what they're going to do with Oracle Think Tank. Oracle Think Tank. This being early in the game also allows you a better chance of not getting grade stuck. Grime and Lizard Runner Undu are the starting vanguards for each of the two clans. They both have the skill of auto when you ride on this unit, draw a card. I much prefer this to having Forerunner skill, as this once again helps prevent the problem of getting grade stuck. They may still bring a Forerunner out though. If they don't, it will be interesting to see what other things they can do to give the starting vanguards new abilities. Maybe we will be seeing more grade 0s with in-soul abilities. And that is everything for the cards shown throughout the time that I've been away. Remember that at the end of the week, the normal weekly update will be happening, so be sure to check that out. And if you have any questions about the cards or the new format, feel free to leave those in the comment section below and I'll answer them as best as I can. So I hope to see you next time. Bye!